Hello, everyone, and welcome to the podcast for Rusty Cage Part 2. Tonight's episode, the opening scene felt very strange to me. It seemed like nothing really happened, and it came up quite boring, even though I have really been enjoying Cam and his storyline, but it didn't vibe with me. I didn't feel the excitement. I wasn't really interested in it. It felt like it should not have been the opening, but somewhere tucked away in the middle of the episode. So I'm not really quite sure, why they decided to do that. It certainly wasn't a great way to start off the episode, in my opinion. Now, I am shocked that he actually jumped from the catwalk. I did not expect that at all, as I said in the last podcast, and of course, we all know that the promos can be extremely misleading, and I'm completely shocked he actually jumped. Now, of course, he didn't get very hurt, or at least, who knows if there will be later repercussions, but, the fact that he actually jumped was quite surprising, and it looked pretty, painful and intense and pretty shocking, so I have to give the writers and everyone props for actually going through with it. Cam, he's great, but inside he's dying and, hurting in pain. He's doing a great job portraying that, on screen and everything. It's just the opening of that plot and the episode I don't know, it felt kind of weird. They should have opened with something with a little more excitement and not as dry as that opening. The scene with Casey and his mom, while, hearing his dad pounding on the door outside was quite frightening. I never knew what would actually happen if he would come in and, maybe beat his mom or beat Casey or beat both of them. And I don't think this is the last that we will be seeing of him. And I think, this is Degrassi's showdown. It's going to be one of the showdowns with, his dad versus Casey. And I feel like his mom is somehow going to be caught in the crossfires and, something really bad is going to end up happening to her, which is going to cause Casey to go in a downward spiral, and who knows what he will do. Once again, parents, fantastic. Casey's mom, I love that character. She's always fun to see around. Something about her voice and just her presence on screen, it's just nice to see her. And she knows that, and she's making the right decision to, get Casey's father out of the picture. She knows she made a mistake and she's willing to change it. They're still good in her, and now of course, Casey is moving. To me, it seemed kind of forced, rushed, maybe sudden. But at the same time, I guess now I understand why. But it's just like all of a sudden, everything happened so quick, and now he's moving on, and, it would have been nice if they would have slowed it down a little bit and maybe let us get a little bit more with his dad. Maybe there should have been a scene or an episode dealing, in which the dad is stalking or following them. Something like that, so we can really see how, bad of a person he is and how scary he is, and just what, Casey and his mom should be doing, and how afraid they really should be. But it's a small little complaint, because like I said, I highly doubt that is the last we see of him, and I'm guessing there will be more. And now the final scene with Casey and his announcement that he is moving away with all his friends and everyone was a nice little scene. So I don't know why he's leaving the show, or if he even is leaving the show for, some period of time. The scene with Fiona and Drew was very well done. I almost thought Fiona crying was part of her plan, as a joke to trick Drew or something, but, she was allowing herself to be vulnerable, which is a very big thing for Fiona to do. And the whole cleanup scene and everything, it was just great. The two characters, they played fantastic off of each other, and the whole time, I felt like Drew and Fiona would end up kissing or something. And I'm glad they didn't, because I love Imogen and Fiona together, and I love Drew and Bianca together, and hopefully things don't come between them that causes issues. Overall, the episode was quite enjoyable, besides the opening scene. That is my only complaint. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for listening. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.